11 minutes to go. Here we go, my friends. What's up, crypto junkies? It's Jay, and as you can see, I got FiCoin.tech up on the screen, and you're probably thinking, Jay, what's this? But all I know is it's counting down and we got 10 minutes to go. Well, happy that you asked. This is basically a new ICO that's come out, and we are not gonna be able to get in EXA. So this is one that I looked at before, but their white paper looked really, really bad, and I was just like, no. But they talked about having this bot, and then they talked about having this backup reserve fund, and then they talked about how they actually have professionals that are going out and running this AI tech that's run off of news, it's run off of the actual exchanges itself, and it's already working. So then I'm like, okay, we got this reserve fund that doesn't ensure that nobody's gonna lose, but for the most part, it ensures a longer longevity, a longer sustainability window than most. And then, okay, they've got this AI bot that not only plays around on exchanges, but takes news into consideration. I'm like, ooh, wow, very intrigued. Then there's no lockdown window on your lens, and you get very good ROI. So I'm like, what's the catch, right? I actually thought it was a little too good to be true. That mixed with the white paper, I ignored it until literally yesterday, which go figure on timing on some of this. Mint builder, it's like, hey Jay, it's like the last minute. Do you want to like just talk about this and do this whole thing? Anyway, so I had a chat with a guy who redid the white paper. Had a chat with one of the developers. Been chatting with John. He's one of the main developers for the FiCoin project. And we are 10 minutes away from the first pre-sale date. That's today. There'll be 2 million coins sold. The next round will be the 21st of December if you miss out today, which by the time you see this video, chances are you'll have missed out. You'll also have missed out on a 3% bonus, which was given, I don't know if it was just exclusively to us or to everybody. And then the second round is January 5th. It's already out there running, but let's take a look at the amount of coins. 2.1 million today. Then the next one will be on the 21st, that'll be 3.5 million, and then the second round will be 5.7 million. Early investors and partners, they have a share of 2.17 million. Referrals and bonuses, they have carved out 1.3 million. I believe that's part of this 3%. Pretty impressive project, and so to see a lending program that has these things, Chain Group has a little bit of this, but those are smaller capped investments and funds and lending programs. This, I think, is going to be much, much bigger, and judging by the fact that the site just keeps like crashing, I assume that's probably pretty true. I'm going to go quite large with the purchase. I'm going to go the maximum 5,000 coins if I can get in, and you're about to watch it right now. So let's continue to talk as we're waiting for this. What were some other things I really liked about this? I don't know if it says it in the white paper, because after I talked to Phil, he said that all this is in the white paper, but I'm not really sure. Our users can lend part or all of their FiCoins if they choose. Oh, so that brings me up to another point. Another fun little fact is at the end of the lend, you are given back your FiCoins. This is different than if you're giving back your capital in US dollar value, because when FiCoin 12 months down the road is worth $100 and you get your original FiCoin amount back as your capital, not your US dollar value released, which no platforms do this. I don't know why. If you believe in your coin so much, why wouldn't you just do it based off of the coin? So this platform is doing that. And so you'll get your original amount of FiCoin back at the end of the lend, whether you stay in 1 day or 100 days. Okay, so here's the returns you can expect. $1 up to 1,000 is up to 1% daily. 1.1 for your 1,000 to 10,000, and 10,000 to 50,000 up to 1.2% daily returns. Now, this is not 2%, 3%, 12%. And I think this will be more attractive to people because it is more realistic, and because I think people are, this is officially going to launch in January, February. Mark my words, I was having this conversation yesterday. By January, February, there will have been another 10 high yield interest programs, lending programs that will have failed, and everybody will be looking for something like this. I think January, February, people will start to be like, okay, look, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of losing my money. I've had enough of going all in, maybe not thinking clearly, maybe going deeper than I should have on these things. And something like this is going to look really appealing, because you can't necessarily, I wouldn't try and like stop people from making those decisions, because that's deeper roots. That's like a deeper topic and conversation to have. But you can absolutely hedge that with certain pieces, certain variables in the portfolio. Because look at this. So I'm excited about this project as we're kind of hanging out here. Just got back from the gym. We're about to do live stream soon. Gonna talk about making $1,000 a day in crypto. Gonna be talking about a free Hasbot license. Okay, so let's go through the 3 strategies. The most valuable component of the FiCoin is the FIBO AI trading bot. This is what I remember reading about. I didn't know what it actually did though. The trading bot not only takes news into consideration, but it also, so it's reading trends, and this will get smarter as we go on. Mark my words, it'll get really smart. And then it's trading in the exchanges, which I believe is Polynex and Kraken, or Kraken and Bittrex are the 2. Does it say that? Okay, so then they just told me that. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's insider knowledge, I don't know. Strategy 2, part of the income generated over and above the investor returns will be used in alternative investments ranging from low to medium risk. This is how that fund is being built. So this reserve fund is being built by them hedging their risk, by them diversifying their money into other altcoins, into ICOs, holding different positions, long and short, that will enable them to keep building up that fund, which I love this idea. And if you have a bot, if you have the means, if you have the expertise, then that's a huge, 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 huge thing. The next big major initiative is that scheduled for the end of 2018 is the launch of our FIBO AI bot as a service for third parties, including large trading companies and institutions. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the pinnacle of standing by your product. And again, with a lot of these platforms that claim they have a trading bot, this is one that says, okay, you can use our trading bot. Like, not only do we have one, we believe in it, and we're going to keep working on it, will allow you to use that, which I think this will be huge. I'm really looking forward to this because, as you know, we're looking to incorporate some sort of bot into our community and the ICO that we run. It's got to be getting close. 2 minutes. Come on. Everyone's hitting that F5 refresh. So this is probably a horrible strategy, but I have no idea where the button's going to show up. There's bots that people are making and macros, because this is big business, these pre-ICOs. You know, you saw us get into 4. We tried EXA, that one didn't work. Now that I've had these conversations over the last few days, yeah, I'm confident with putting the most amount of money into FiCoin. So I'm going to make up for the EXA that we couldn't do, and then the rest of the balance that we had. So I think it'll end up being like $1,500, because the coins, let me tell you this, the coins in round 1 here are only 34 cents a piece. Like, that's nothing. That is nothing. So how the pre-ICO is working is you basically check out, and then you have to send over your BTC or Ethereum, and then you get the goods. This is kind of a bummer. Messaging Phil now. Bro, I can't even get in to buy the coins. They're really stressed out though, the team, because when I was talking to John, he's excited / nervous, which is true. Like, the thing I like about developers, and why I'm always like, you know what, let me try and talk to the developers of as many projects that I'm gonna invest into that I can, because developers have a hard time lying. It's like a truth test, and because if they stand by their product, then usually they can't really bullshit you about it. It's hard for them to do that. And it'd be like, it's their baby, you know? They believe in it. Yeah, it's just hard for them to lie. So when you talk to a developer, and that's, I guess, a hidden little trick, maybe a lot of people don't know about that, but is you wanna talk to the developers, and especially the lead developer, like, that's like a child for him. That's like a kid. And you can't just lie about that. It's really, really hard. They get itchy, and tech people aren't really the most, you know, they're not like a polished marketer or a polished person who speaks in public all the time. And so a lot of times they, yeah, it's, you know, look at Wozniak, part of Apple. Like, he was like a really shy guy in public. And so you can assume that pretty similarly across the boards, that you're gonna kind of have that. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. If you can get access, you know, in a Telegram group, most of these guys are doing Telegram groups, get in there and chat with them, use that opportunity to get answers on things that you want to know about. I think that helps put people at ease, builds confidence in the platform, gets people excited and builds hype. And look at what we got here. These guys, I'm gonna assume they have maxed out their server capacities. It's still page loading. I don't think they have Cloudflare, which you need, especially with these pre-launches, because there's so many hits on the website. You need like, Cloudflare is actually for DDoS protection, but it works extremely well for these ICOs because of the sheer amount of clicks and refreshes. Like right now, look how many times I've Control F5 this thing. So it's gonna be hard, who knows? We might not even get in on this. I'm gonna order me a coffee while I wait though, while I attempt to stay patient. So if you don't have something, another thing I just realized and remembered is that if you don't use something like Cloudflare, it will keep crashing Apache. Apache is a server-side running application, script, whatever you want to call it. It'll keep crashing because the amount of traffic hitting the site. That's kind of a bummer. 200,000 requests. This is rare. You guys are getting a unique look at this, and I wanted this one to be like this for a few different reasons. I haven't shown you any of this in the series yet, but it's big because like right now you're getting to see, like, I will not be able to get in. I'm literally talking to the dev team right now for FiCoin. They have 200,000 requests right now. Apache is going to keep crashing. I will not get through. That's a little frustrating because it is. And we got a bunch of people in the community. Literally on my right, I have 3 screens. On my right, I'm talking to guys in the community trying to get in. On my left, I'm talking to the dev team to FiCoin itself. Right in the center, what you're watching live in front of you is me not getting the page to load. And since I don't know where anything is, I can't use any sort of bot. I can't use any sort of caching tricks. Hold on, my coffee. I'm literally gonna have the editor leave all this shit in here because I think it's funny. And I think it shows a level of realness. So maybe less funny, more real. More real world realities of the crypto hustle. Dang, that sucks. I wish I would have asked them this question. I didn't even think to ask when I was talking to John. Literally all ICOs that are successful in the ICO process use Cloudflare. I'm gonna say that right now. Every single one of them. Cloudflare is not teamed up with the ICO at all. Let me show you this. Cloudflare is its own standalone service that simply goes over the top. You set your DNS from the domain to Cloudflare and it makes your shit faster. That's the simple version. It makes everything you're doing faster, but specifically if you're under attack too, it'll help and block. If you've got too much traffic, like here, even under attack, if you've got too much traffic, then it will provide you a solution. But yeah, I don't know, I just kind of assumed they had it. That sucks. They're gonna be like, I can guarantee you John right now is server side resetting Apache every 2 seconds. That's a really stressful day for him. But this also means like I've now told them, and I've told both of my contacts, Phil and John, who's the developer, to get Cloudflare. So they can literally put that on right now. The ICO will already be sold out, but hopefully for the next one, I can get in there for the next one and they'll have this straightened out. What is the rate for the second one? Oh, did it give it? So this one's 34 cents, 55 cents. Okay, so pre-sale is today. That's 34 cents. The next one will be 55 cents and then 89 cents. Even at that, like that's still really, really good. Because look at how most of them work. Most of them are like 65 cents, 80, 95, $1, $1.05, etc. This one actually makes more sense with how they've structured the pricing as well. So that's a good sign. And I know that they've worked out the math on how many coins they're giving away. The limit, it says here, the limit is 10,000 for today. But I talked to Phil and they changed it to 5,000. That's a good sign. Like they could buy Cloudflare right now. They could get Cloudflare right now and it'll kick in immediately. So one of the other guys from the community, he's getting a contribution page, will be available soon, which is what I showed you when we kind of started this video. But yeah, basically just told him, I hope they don't mind me kind of saying that. Like just put Cloudflare on right now and it will kick in immediately and we'll be good. Like I might be able to buy this right now, and because what'll happen is a bunch of people will just get pissed off and leave. So this is good for the patient type, which I'm semi-being right now. Got back from the gym, I'm a little sweaty, a little pent up with testosterone, but overall I'm fairly patient at the moment. I don't know of any other way to resolve that, actually. When you have too many hits hitting the site. Like, the thing you got to remember, and let's go back down my memory lane, is we used to run traffic, millions of hits a day. We would run affiliate launches on these info products. We're talking about millions of hits, and we would run it for a 7-day launch window. So over the span of 7 days, we would have 5, 10, 15, 20 million hits. Maybe a quarter, half of that would be unique hits to a domain with a sales video. Kind of forced to get really smart about this stuff. Even if you have a tech background, that doesn't necessarily mean, as we're seeing case in point here, and you could have a $5,000 a month server, which we had. We're paying $10,000 a month. Get this, still doesn't ensure your site's gonna load. Site still crashed. Like, you need a front piece over the top of that like Cloudflare. So, yeah. It's supposed to have started soon. There's 5,146 active users. That's good. I had to set up a couple different accounts though, just to get this all up and running. So you can assume a lot of those are, not a lot, but there's people that run duplicate accounts like we do, because we always usually try and have a community account and pull all the commissions, you know, affiliate and referral commissions to that one versus my personal account, then give that back to the community. But we actually couldn't do that on FiCoin. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Like, this is the bridge loading. Okay, so now the site is loading. That's good. That's a really good sign, but they haven't put up the buying portal or exchange. Ugh. I assume that they are attempting to fix the traffic issue, which then will, at that point, they'll allow us to jump in there and purchase. So we might just get in this thing after all. 12 minutes in. I wonder what the abandonment rate of all the bots and all the people trying to get in is right now. Got my coffee on the way. Control F5 does a hard cached refresh in Windows. In Mac, I believe you have to hit Command and hit the reload button on Chrome or Firefox. I believe that's how it is. I actually need this adjusted. There we go. Now we're talking. How's that for in-your-face action? What did you just send me? Site's working. Yep, it is, but the contribution page is not up. Yeah. Somebody gave me a link. This is the direct link to contribute BTC. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I was using a generic contribution page. This should get us there. Come on. We got to be relatively quick here, because if he already had this page, then that means bots will already have this page. So we're already seeing coins getting purchased. Where could I track that though? I wonder. Is it going to show on the homepage? You know, they could have given me this in advance, I guess. That would have been nice. A nice little tickle. Contribute BTC. Ah! Okay. ETH address. Oi. Should have had that ready, Jay. You want to have these things ready to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go. 24 hours to contribute BTC to the following address. Write down this BTC address. Okay, you have 24 hours to contribute your BTC to the following address. Here, we will complete the amount of FiCoins that you have received to the price of BTC at the moment when we receive your transaction. For higher security, you can send your ETH at the message of your BTC transaction. All right, guys, so it's official. We are gonna be in. So I'm gonna send from my wallet here in Hextra. Had a bunch of Hextra that I was able to cash out. Now I've just been sitting on it, waiting for it to either go up or come back down. So let's do this. We're gonna send to this address here, get rid of those spaces, and we're gonna send all of it. I've already got that pulled out and ready to go. And so all I gotta do now is put in my little magic number. Withdraw it, and there it is. It's in queue. In a couple seconds, I will see it show up in transactions here, and I'll get a hash number, a TXID number, hash ID, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll be able to track that on blockchain.info or BlockCypher. So there it is, 1,500 worth. Let's hope that the value of BTC by the time it gets there is the same, but that should be 5,000 coins. Go ahead and tell Phil here. I'm gonna bust his balls a little bit and say, you could have given me that BTC contribute address. So that should work out to be about 5,000 coins. As I've said, you know, we went through the white paper together. What I'm excited about is the following. I hope this ushers in a change. Like, I know I'm not alone in this fact, but some of the platforms, I think because they put out so many updates, or maybe they were around the longest, they were the first ones, I'm not really sure. But some of them can seem to get away with not being transparent. But now that there's 30 a month, guys, like, we all need to be asking for more transparency. Like, I want to be able to talk to the developers. I want to interview the owners. Like, that's some of our new standards in the community, because after the BitPetite bull, after a lot of these other platforms have been falling left and right, and mark my words, there will be another 10 by February. It's going to have to be a requirement. But then new changes will come down the pipe, just like ICOs that have nothing to do with lending got affected by, you know, pump and dumps, and ICOs that never took off. Guess what? This space, the lending space, will get retagged as a security, as a something or another in the US and all over the world. New rules will come in. That's why you see so many people launching lending ICOs right now. Understand that not even half of them will be around in 6 to 8 months from now. But ones like this, ones that have an actual AI bot, ones that are going to be releasing that bot to the public, they allow you to pick your own terms and length of your lend. They pay you back out all your FiCoin. These ones, I think, can stick around. This is a coin that can work up to $200–300 in value. This is one to where I would literally hold for long term, just as much as I'd be playing around with the lending platform for that kind of automated money and spreading myself out. I'd be going the same 50-50, maybe even heavier on just holding versus the lending, because I see this one easily getting over $100. And do the math on that. I just bought in at 34 cents, $100. It's going to be pretty insane. Pretty insane ROI. So I think that this will be a great opportunity. You guys still have time to get in. By the time you see this video, obviously 34 cents is gone, but you got 55 cents and 89 cents coming up. December 26th, January 10th. Get yourself prepared, get your money in play, get it ready to go. No, start day, end day. Sorry, 12/21 and January 5th. So the next one will be on December 21st. If you have any questions, you know, reach out to us in a Discord chat. If you want to communicate and contact the developer that I'm in contact with, John, I can connect you on Telegram. Not a big deal. I don't mind doing that. He might get overwhelmed, so we might have to start pushing you guys into the group chat, the group Telegram, which he answers questions in there, and he's an active member in there as well. And that way you can get all your questions answered. But at some point, you'll get stung enough that you have to start asking deeper questions. You start to have to do more research. You start to have to really select and handpick the lending platforms that you're getting involved in for the safety and security of your portfolio. So this is, I think, a great step forward. This is all the stuff that I talk about and have echoed through this channel, which is that we need a constant update and roadmap. We need to know what's going on in the back-end tech. We need to know that they are consistently updating. We need to know those things, and the transparency value, I think, is really, really big. So yeah, guys, check this out. There'll be a link underneath the video that you can go ahead and sign up. It won't be a community link, so the commissions, you know, keep in mind they will come to me versus a community link, which is what we've been using on every single ICO that I've profiled for the pre-ICO hustle. But now we've got our 5, and once EXA opens up, we'll grab our BTC hopefully back out of there. I'm not really counting on that money in any sort of way. We only had, I think, $500 or $600 sitting in there. But yeah, so this is officially now number 5. FiCoin has taken over EXA because we can't get into EXA. And so this is the 5th one that we'll be tracking. It will be launching at the end of January, so this will be a little bit of a longer one to keep checking back in on. And if you do decide to jump into this one, and like I said, you have questions, just let me know. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then absolutely do that. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any training that we put on in the future, and our live streams, which currently run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Singapore time zone. And I'm sure you'll be excited and happy with your decision to stay up late if you're in America and join us on the stream, because usually they're quite epic. Join a Discord chat, over 1,600 people from all over the world, different walks of life, different experiences. We have a lot of different experts from a lot of different areas, as well as we're always constantly scouting out top talent to bring them in. Tax experts, expert traders, expert developers, everybody that we need to help everybody else in the community make smarter decisions. That's it for this video, my friends. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you in a future training.